Hello everybody and welcome to a new series I like to call Games You Need Friends For, in which I play multiplayer games that are strictly speaking, well, I say multiplayer games with multiplayer options, which are more fun to play with friends, of which I don't have. So, to debut it, we're playing Monster Prom, which came out recently. Let's get into it. One player, because I am lonely. I'm going to play a full game because I feel like it's unlikely I'm ever going to be... I'm making myself sad. Let's get on with it. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Right, who am I? I like her. She's cute. My name is... No, it's not a custom name. I almost forgot what my name was. I was like, what? Zara. And I am a she. Okay. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. She is super cute. Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. I like it. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. He looks kind of cute too. Liam Delancourt, 4XX, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanour hid that he was a truly lovable dork. And Pollygeist, 22, a party ghost, with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Oh dear. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Right, I'm just gonna see. It was clear. It had to be one of them, but who? Who indeed? I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna pick any one of them. Just gonna see what happens. On we go. We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Indeed, let's get on with it. Oh dear, welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. That's useful. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. It's presuming I'm playing with people. Other people, you know. Friends. Moving on. Let's start. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? Oh dear. We create a reality show called Nope. Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solos win. You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, and it's obvious, the bear should be our president. The bear should be our president. Yes. You get the chance to produce a movie it's based on. This should be interesting. Something about superheroes, but with a love triangle. No love triangles. The most influential Russian novelist of the... trying to work out what that is. The 19th... Nope. I'm not good with Roman numerals. The XIX century have gone nuts. They don't remember anything about last night, and they can't find the manuscript of the brothers Karamazov and Dostoevsky has to deliver it today. Oh dear. I'm just gonna read this. Love triangle, beautiful, relatable. And who's the superhero? Oh shit, that's Twilight. Fuck that. 2 cool guys walking away from rad explosions, and they don't look at the explosions. They don't give a fuck about the explosions. They reflect on life and love, but it is super dope and kick-ass because they do so walking away from never-ending explosions. I'm torn between my love of Russian novels and this. I'm gonna go with what's close to me, and I love Russian novels. I am fun. Good. Fun. What would be a deal breaker for a potential lover? Person's a coward, boring, lacks manners, mediocre, hates outdoors, lacks taste. The person is mediocre. Oh dear. Hello. The high school looks fan-freaking-tastic. Now, where should I go? Auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you figurative oral sex. Charming. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. That's true. You gain +2 creativity. Oh, excellent. So I've got 6, 7, 6, 4, 7, 5. Okay. You look up to see Scott approaching Vera. He looks confused. That isn't unusual for Scott, but you decide to eavesdrop anyway. Hey Vera, you're mean, right? Oh, you noticed. And you're a girl, right? Oh, you noticed. Well, I was watching this high school movie the other day, and there were these mean girls, and the mean girls were... mean? Cheerleaders. Now I know you're not interested in being a cheerleader, but maybe you could do something to help the football team. I mean, according to the movie, high school athletes and high school mean girls are natural allies, right? Does that seem accurate? As much as I hate to admit it, you do have a point. I suppose you have some idea of what I should do? Well, I don't really do ideas, but I'm sure Sarah here has a great idea. Even said my own bloody name wrong. Tell her. Okay, they both look at you. Well, what's your idea? Forget cheerleaders, we need fear leaders. Instead of pumping our team up, they'll make the other team feel like shit. Maybe just stop having our players assassinated for no reason? Let's make the other team feel like shit. Yeah. That's, fear leaders. Wow, hold on 1 second. You and Scott watch as Vera frantically makes about a dozen phone calls. Alright, I've trademarked fear leaders. The idea is mine. You didn't think of it, also thank you. I can already imagine the uniforms. Black leather, real skulls, a folder of blackmail material on every member of the opposing team. Sounds good. You know what, I already have most of that stuff in my closet at home. I'll have a prototype by this afternoon. Vera skips off to her closet to create this terrifying new uniform. Good. You're not sure whether you want to stay far, far away from that closet or get a closer look. You gain +2 boldness and 1+ smarts. Cool. That is a long timeline. Week 1, noon. Lunch. I'm gonna say hello to this freak. You're enjoying a quiet meal by yourself when a wound opens in the fabric of space, revealing the interdimensional prince. Greetings, hero. I have a task for which no hands are fit but yours. A portal is sealed against me, which I have not strength enough to open. Please, help me to break the seal. On this jar of kosher dill pickles. Seriously? You take the jar from him, pop off the lid and hand it back to him. Maybe he'll leave you alone now? Oh, bless you, hero. Your noble deeds deserve a noble title. Yes, I'll give you 1 free noble title, redeemable now. Maybe he'll leave you alone if you accept the title. Anyway, having one would be sweet. You check his phone to see your options. Foreign minister in charge of extreme handsomeness. Most unscrupulous treasurer. I'm not sure what unscrupulous treasurer means. Something to do with money. Let's try that one. An excellent choice, and your timing couldn't be better. Our last unscrupulous treasurer just absconded with half our funds. Well, he is unscrupulous. Let me just give you my account numbers, the keys to my money pit, and the combinations to all my... This is brilliant. Hey, where did you go? No time to talk. Too busy absconding with funds. You take all you can carry. +4 money. Excellent. That was good. Week 1. Evening. Not even gonna ask why I'm at school in the evening. Maybe it's a dorm thing. I'm gonna go to the library. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. Nice. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But she gets that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. That's good. Later, you hear Vera and Liam in a heated conversation which seems to contain some pretty sexually explicit language, so naturally you go eavesdrop. Speaking as a male, I can say that even I grow weary of the infantilizing monotony of the male gaze. I'm not going to bother doing voices for them all because I'll just forget what voices I picked. So I'm basically just going to do my posh upper class voice as best as I can. Thank you. Well, that worked out well. I want to advocate for the Gorgon gaze instead, but that would just turn people rock hard. That's not an erection joke. People would die. Personally, I think hentai is the source of the problem. It's so unrealistic. Hello, I'm not a 2D drawing. I'm a real vampire. I know. Even I can't keep up with the standards hentai is setting. What? I'm supposed to just grow a dick during sex? That's weird. And all the women are drawn exactly the same. There's even less body type diversity than at this school. Plus, I don't think anyone in real life has ever willingly addressed a tentacle as senpai. And what's with all the tentacles anyway? It's a very good question. Because half the studio heads are Krakens, Liam, and no tea, no shade to the women who do enjoy tentacle porn. I'm not sure what no tea, no shade means. Am I just too old? I know at least 3 of my snakes do, but I won't out them. Okay. But I do think there should be a more diverse offering for those of us who'd like something less cephalosexual. Agreed. Don't know what that means. Hentai should be more artistic. Redraw explicit scenes in the style of a great artist such as Picasso and Magritte. Don't send a misogynistic kraken to do a femme gorgon's job. You should open your own hentai studio. I don't actually know what Magritte's artwork is right, or whether I'm actually pronouncing the name right. I've never been a particularly big fan of Picasso, at least not when he started jigsawing people's faces. So, this one. Oh dear. So now because I'm a woman who wants better for herself, it's up to me to handle things. Shit, fuck that up. I have plenty of shit of my own to worry about without heading up a hentai studio. I'll have you know I am a straight A student, and that's only partially thanks to bribery. The rest is hard work. And extortion. And what does Vera know about production anyhow? Surely she would be in far above her abilities as she has no experience. Or whatever. Don't have to look quite so angry. That is. Did you not hear her? She has more important things to do. What? How does that make her like me? It did a heart thing. The two of them storm off portally to continue their deep discussion about pornography, somewhere free of stupidity. At least -2 smarts and -1 charm. Oops. Whatever. I just don't like Picasso. Shouldn't be punished for that. Okay. What am I lacking? Charm. Let's go to the gym. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a national born leader. That doesn't sound right at all. I gain +2 charm. Suck on that. In the course of your activities, you come across Vera and Polly hatching yet another scheme. You sneak a little closer so you can eavesdrop. Why don't I eavesdrop on everyone? Listen, this has been a fruitful partnership so far in terms of making people look like imbeciles. But I think it's time we monetize. Sick burns don't buy fresh outfits. Yeah, fine, whatever. I guess I could use some new thongs or whatever, but like, I don't want to stop making people look dumb just so we can make money. I don't want to sell out. Personally, I can't wait to sell out, but you have a point. We can't sacrifice our brand. The question, of course, is how do we do both? Yeah, how do we get rich off yanking people's chains? Ugh, careful with your choice of words, Polly. What? Chains are a big thing for ghosts. That's true. Of course. They don't seem to have any immediate ideas. Maybe you can offer a solution. Why don't you make up a phony workout craze? Oh man, do I have... Yeah. Oh man, do I have a great prank for you. I call it stealing. I'm not sure of the context of the stealing. I'm going to go with the Pilates one. Wow, a fake workout phrase. I'll file that right between leg warmers and pages under things that were a great idea in the 1980s, but I'm not doing so well. Sorry, not sorry, but Derision Inc. is dedicated to exploring only the most innovative fields of humiliation. Yeah, nobody falls for that fake workout stuff anymore. Because, like, everyone already knows the one foolproof way to get tight thighs and a delicious ass. Brimping. What the fuck is brimping? You've heard of brimping, right? No. You have never heard of brimping. Time to make a swift exit before you look like even more of an idiot. You -2 fun and -1 creativity. Wow, I suck. Week 2, noon. I'm gonna sit with the werewolf boy. You're about to dig into a delicious bowl of beef jerky when you see the wolf pack across the table panting at you. Oh, that's creepy. Yo, dog. Can we have some of that beefy J you got there? We love meats that have been jerked. That sounds wrong. Come on, we'll totally trade you anything from our lunch. You can have this dead ferret, or this half-chewed telephone receiver, or While one of them is talking, the others just straight up eat your beef jerky. You hit their noses with a newspaper, but it's too late. Haha, whoops. Guess we got a trade after all, huh? Which of our foods do you want, dog? How about this black plastic bottle lid? Seriously, don't drink this. It's poison. I don't want my beef jerky back. They've eaten it. Oh, is that what it says? We found it in a garbage bin with a skull and crossbones on it. Bones are good to eat, so we took it. But if that's the only thing you want, I guess you can have it. You don't give them time to change their minds. You reach across the table, snatch, and chug. Why did I chug it? On the TV news that night, you learned that after drinking the elixir, you went on a bit of a rampage. Specifically, you declared the cafeteria a sovereign state and abolished all laws except for partying forever. Your government was soon overthrown by the National Guard, but you've been nominated for the Nobel Prize for partying. I gained +4 fun. Excellent. Didn't know I was going to drink it, so I was going to use it on someone. That would have been good. Week 2 evening. Ta-da. I can't remember where I've been. I don't really need fun. Let's get some smarts. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. Indeed, I gained +2 smarts. Good. Afterwards, you discover you've been poisoned, and only Vera has the antidote. She does this all the time. It's how she invites you to hang out. Nice. There you are. Considering I've fucked up with her so much, it's nice that she was the one to hang out with me. Thank you so much for coming. I'm embarking on a new criminal enterprise, and I need a consigliere. The idea is simple, yet brilliant. Think Uber, but for killing people. Sounds good. I call it murder. But it turns out the market is flooded with assassination apps, and blood. I need a way to get ahead of the pack, and since you're such a good advisor, since frickin' when? Differentiate yourself by being the only service that offers free range organic murderers, viral marketing to tailor a highly contagious virus to make people love murder. I'm not sure what this would be. Smart? Bold? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. This one. So smart. You can do that? Great. You can use my private chemical weapons laboratory. Awesome. And so, this is working better than I ever could have imagined. Demand for murder has gone through the roof since you released that virus. Sure, the side effects include vomiting, bloody tears, male lactation, cobra feet, time dilation, vigor mortis, rectal teeth, renegade spleen, microaggressions, sudden tattoos, hair trauma, liquefaction, and coughing. But it's well worth it for the profits I'm raking in. Good for you, girl. Plus, I'm making a literal killing selling people the antidote for all those side effects. Awesome. It's not actually an antidote, though. It's actually just heroin. Same difference. Did you know they used to give heroin to babies as a cough present? Yeah, real world is actually as immoral as this video game. But whatever, you gain +2 creativity and +1 money. Excellent. Week 3, morning. I haven't been to the bathroom yet. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Why am I getting high off the battery? Oh, because I'm the writer Frankenstein. Should have figured that. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn and electrify by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. Excellent. And of course, no trip to the bathroom would be complete without you running into a group of your classmates doing something stupid. Ugh, Damien, you're the worst. I know, right? She means that in a bad way. Did you really have to set fire to our entire deck of cards? I don't know. Did the deck of cards have to keep dealing me shitty hands? Not necessarily. That's not how probability works. Well then, I guess I didn't necessarily need to set it on fire. But since when does that stop me? Well, now you've stopped us all from playing poker. Now what are we gonna bet on? Mama needs a new pair of shoes. Yes, and I derive an almost sexual pleasure from taking your money. So what's the new game? Oh, you know the perfect poker alternative. I do. Just... Ooh... Stock market. Russian roulette. So bold. Oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? That used to be my favourite game before I died. That explains a lot. Wait. All in! Polly pulls an antique revolver out of nowhere, spins the cylinder, points it at her head, and pulls the trigger 5 times until it fires. The bullet goes through her intangible head, bounces off the ceiling, and embeds itself in the mirror, right next to all the other bullet holes. I guess Vera and I split the money? Dang, I always lose at Russian roulette. Let's play again. I'll go first. How you ever died is a mystery to me. Hey, yeah, me too. You decide to get out of the bathroom to avoid any further ricochet from the gunshots echoing behind you. It seems your friends were all delighted with your suggestion. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Excellent. Week 3, noon. I'm gonna sit with this lady. These ladies. You were planning to sit by yourself today, but the only table you can find is partly taken by the coven, other witches. You do feel kind of sorry for them. After all, no one ever seems to want to sit with them. Oh good, it's you. We can practice one of our spells on you. Oh dear. And this is probably why. Oh, don't look so worried. We're preparing for an upcoming battle with the disgruntled Lord of the Seventh Circle, and if we don't do our homework, we'll have a hell of a time beating him. The audience laughs. Wait, audience? Anyway, we've got 2 spells we've been meaning to try out. Magical enhancements to help us beat this big bad. Do you think we could try one on you? Pretty, please? Aw, says the audience. You know, a magical enhancement doesn't sound half bad. You can choose either of the 2 options. The spell that lets you see the future, and also the past, and the present, and you can watch live TV anywhere. It does sound pretty good. Now you want to go for something a bit different. Let's do the spell that turns you into 2 helicopters. I don't really want to turn into 2 helicopters, but I do fancy live TV. The choice is made. Broadbandium maximum. Excellent. Suddenly you can see everything. Everything! You can see how the world will end. You can see how the world began. You can see your parents having sex even though you totally don't want to. Oh god, scrub mind. Scrub mind. What's more, you can watch every single episode of Weasel Detective at once! Hello, are you still alive? Lunch is ending. We're gonna go study for the test next period. You probably should too. Who needs to study? You literally know everything already. You gain +4 smarts and an entirely different perspective on your parents. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. My voice is actually going. Okay. Haven't been outdoors yet. That made me jump. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You're not doing so well on the charm, or the creativity. Between class periods, you discover a severed horse head in your locker. It has a note in its mouth, telling you to meet Vera ASAP. Vera is my way to go. I'm so glad you've come. I have another crime problem which would benefit from your insight. Please hope I don't fuck up. Thanks to your input, murder has cornered the market in app-based assassinations, and yet, the other crime lords don't take me seriously. Just because I'm not a 40-year-old man with a scary scar, those sexist morons think this is just a phase for me. Since when did having a killer body and flawless skin disqualify a girl from a life of crime? It's disgusting. How can I show these chauvinist goons what crime really means to me? Come on, think of something. You're my most trusted advisor. That's good. Quit crime? No, I don't think that would really work. They'll come crawling back. No. Write a song about it. I'll help. It's so creative. Very well. I've always fancied myself a pop star, just without the singing. Basically, I've always just fancied myself fabulous. She is pretty fabulous. Look at that jacket. Well, chop chop, get to work writing me a hit single that will show my true love of crime. One night of frenzied songwriting later, I like big crimes and I cannot lie. You motherfuckers can't deny. When a girl walks in with a mask on her face yelling put the money in the briefcase, you get it done. Because if you don't, I swear I'll end all your lives. I fucking will, don't test me. Wow, you're right. This song was a great idea. It even helped me rob this bank. The security footage of Vera's bank robbery becomes #1 hit single overnight. She becomes too popular to prosecute. Excellent. The other crime lords are forced to accept her devotion to crime, especially when she threatens a repeat performance of her single at every one of her safe houses. With all disagreements amended, everyone decides to have a gang war to celebrate. You gain +2 boldness and +1 fun. We're going to the auditorium. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the law requires you to be. Oh crap. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain +2 creativity. You also lose -3 years of your life at the end of your deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in-game anyway. As you walk down the hallway trying to beat a level of Bone Crush on your phone, you run smack into Vera, also engrossed in her phone. Sure, feel free to read over my shoulder, you won't understand the charts anyway. Miranda's been mouthing off about being a princess again, as if that's so amazing. She's a princess underwater. You know what's underwater? Sea slugs and fish shit. You know what's not underwater? This school. Why should birthright matter when there are so many other factors that determine a person's worth? Their beauty, their cruelty, their business sense. Using all these factors, I've divided the school into cools and uncools. Now I just need to find a way to reinforce the superiority of the cools over the uncools. Uncool students should have to carry cool students from class to class on chases. That sounds pretty good. Rotting squid should be thrown at uncool students to remind them how uncool they are. I like this one. Oh dear. I do worry about my shoes getting scuffed up getting from class to class. These cockatrice scale pumps cost $2,000. What am I supposed to do? Walk in them? A few days later, you see Vera being carried from Apparition 3 to AP fear-mongering on a study couch. But right before your horrified eyes, the hands fall off of Frankenstein's monster carrying her, sending Vera toppling to the ground. I'm glad they got the Frankenstein's monster bit right, because Frankenstein isn't the monster, he was the creator. But skipping over that, oh dear. Ow, damn it, my snakes were all twisted up in one another. It took my reptile dress hours to get my look right. Whose dumb idea was to put my physical stage in the hands of some too stupid to become cool? That would be you. Better flee the scene before she notices your stupid idea having a base. You'll lose -2 boldness and -1 creativity. Shit sticks. It's kind of not fair not being able to figure out which option relates to which stats. Right. Let's go to the shop. I think it's the shop. Welcome to my little shop. Buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that will lead you to stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moment. So, take a look. My phone keeps going off. I have 12 monies. I also have dragon heat. I also have a corpse. Okay. Height station. What is this? A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. Sure about this? You can always use Wikipedia. No, I want this. Yes. Awesome. Week 4, evening. Go to the gym. Epic dodgeball. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other leader's charm. Oh dear, I need that charm. I haven't got much charm. That commitment amazes your whole team, and the spirit is fueled by determination. Finally you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Excellent. Without warning, Vera pulls you aside and hisses in your ear. Oh my gosh, the stalker's back. You follow her pointed finger and see a guy dressed in a white toga and winged sandals facing away from you. He looks like a creep. He's been following me everywhere. He thinks I don't notice him checking me out on that mirrored shield he has, but I totally do. Spasius. Ugh, it's such a chore being beautiful all the time. How am I ever going to get rid of him? He looks Greek. Try this one. Oh wait, I don't have any money. Shit. With all the money left in your bank account, you go to the liquor store and buy a 40-ounce bottle of King Cobra and some Pez. That didn't work out so well. You pour it all out in the parking lot and look expectantly up at the sky. Lightning strikes you. Twice. Good God. I'd rather take my chances with the stalker than slum it with a poor person who doubles as a lightning rod. Because you blew all your money at the liquor store, you don't have any left over for your hospital bills. You lose -2 boldness and -1 money. I'm not doing so well. I don't know what's going on. Sarah. No kidding. Okay. My smarts are like 17, so I'm just going to keep going to class and play for smart things. That day the teacher is just tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a shit and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. So that's good. What you don't expect is that it's super effective. God bless the golden era of television. The TV show is compelling thanks to the ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, but at the same time you actually learn a lot about history. You gain +2 smarts. Awesome. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually two of her snakes fighting. Poison's flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Sissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire. So smart, I know. Why, of course, I'd forgotten how testy snakes become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, Snakes and Suits. The other option was to decapitate her hairs. I don't think that would have gone down too well. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs, but they're just not doing them. Bob, where is the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No? Then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out cell phones and start making calls. You don't know which impresses you more, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. 20 smarts and 20 creativity. Week 5, Moon. She's not gonna let me go to... Okay, I'm gonna sit with her. Or am I gonna sit with the Slayer? I'm gonna sit with her. You find Damien and Vera hunched over a scale model of spooky National Bank made of milk cartons, lunch trays and ketchup packets. Alright, we'll go in through the side entrance, disable the alarms with an EMP and blow the safe. Why don't we just blow up the side entrance, blow up the alarms and blow up the safe? Because we only have so much C4, Damien. That sounds like a personal problem. What's this thing? Damien points at a kosher dill pickle in front of the vault labelled Police Ogre. That's the Police Ogre. He's got eyes all the way around his head, never sleeps, doesn't take bribes, and is invincible in combat. Can we blow him up? No, we can't blow him up. We need to find a way around him. Well, I'm out of ideas. Yo, Sarah, we'll cut you in on the heist if you can solve this ogre problem for us. Luckily, you're a heist mastermind. Before Vera or Damon can react, you... This one. Quick as a flash, you take a cab over to the bank, walk in the front door, fist bump the police over, and walk out with all the money. Because I'm a fucking genius. You ride back to school and dump half the money out on the table, totally burying the shitty scale model of the bank. What? How? You explain that you and the police are going to go to the same salsa dancing class, taking advantage of personal friendships for illicit profit. I've never respected you more. Oh, we're totally gonna bang. I assume this pile of money and gold ingots is my share? You nod, sexily. Yes. Hey, where's my cut? I've got your cut right here, interloper. You're a stabs Damon with one of the irresponsibly sharp butter knives the school cafeteria provides. You've never been more turned on. Week 5, evening. Me? Okay, I need money. Ah, you missed me in my shit, huh? Worry no more. All this shit can be yours if you have the money. Not me, though. Okay. I didn't mean to do this. Remember when these used to be cool? But now they aren't. That they're so ridiculous that they're still fun in their own twisted way. Too poor for this. Yes, I am. Sexy fake Latin accent? Don't particularly want that. A fake badass tattoo is flames and skull and even a knife. With this, you can murder your enemies, go to prison, make everyone your bitch, and then murder them too, and go to some kind of a super prison. Shoot cred plus 9,000. I'm getting it. I just came here for more money and ended up with less. Week 6. Morning. Oh my god, so good. Okay. I do need money. Congratulations. That day you spent some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares, and you gain +2 money. Later, you, Vera, and Miranda meet to prepare your case for the Ruthless Rhetoric class. Your scenario for this week: monsters finally rule the world, but puny humans still demand equal rights. How will you deal with such audacity? 14-hour workday, media-sensitive, start a fictional war. Ugh, that sounds like so much work. Can't we just throw money at them? Oh, or cake. I've heard if you let them eat cake, they calm down. What about you? Do you have any ideas? You're not one of those group members who just lets everyone else do the work, are you? No, I've done most of the work this game. Just remember the 3 R's: relocation, re-education, reintegration. The problem is that they're not happy, so let's repress them into happiness. This one. So smart. You propose setting up safe havens for certain model humans where they can enjoy equal rights, but these safe havens are actually propaganda factories designed to show that monsters are naturally better than humans. After that, indoctrinated humans are sent back into the world to spread the correct idea. Indeed. It's a good plan, but what about the ones that won't buy it? Well, we need to get the food for the safe havens from somewhere, don't we? Miranda's cost-effective thinking convinces Vera, or at least scares her enough to concede. You gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Wow, I'm so smart. You're so smart and strong, much better than those puny humans, right? What do you mean ... right? Of course right. I'm a great monster. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna hang out with Vera. You arrive at Polly and Vera's table to find them eating. Wait, both of them? Oh, yum yum. I sure do love food and eating. Look at all this food go in me. Yes, this cafeteria sloppy Joe truly has a subtle flavor profile. Finally you notice the cause of this absurdity. A well-dressed businessman sitting at the next table watching both women intently. Oh yeah, I know you like this baby. I'm eating is realistic and erotic. What the hell, Polly? Be cool, Polly. The man wants to pay us for eating in front of him, not screaming about eating. Is this not what eating is? I forget. While Vera tries to explain eating to Polly, the businessman shyly approaches you and gives a small bow. Much obliged, friend, he says in a soft voice. Are these two fine ladies your friends? I must confess that I have searched far and wide for a suitable candidate to fulfill my rather unusual fetish. Oh dear. Paying a student at a high school for monsters to eat food while I watch politely from a distance. That's really strange. But I find myself unable to choose which of these two beauties to hire. The snake-headed one possesses a certain grace. Yeah, pay me, motherfucker. Pay me to do a thing I was going to do anyway. But the translucent one has such passion. I don't even want the money. This is just fucking weird and I love it. In your opinion, the businessman finishes, which would be the wiser choice on my part? The Gorgon. The businessman strokes his chin and nods. You have a point, he says. The ghost only has the one mouth. Also, food seems to go right through her. This Gorgon, meanwhile, has countless mouths. Such value. Value is right, Pervo. 1,000 in cash, up front. You pay for all my meals, and you give me your pants. You give me your pants? Okay. Holy shit, he's doing it, he's getting naked. Vera's able to convince the businessman to pay for a creepy, fancy dinner... for a fancy dinner for you and her. It's a little creepy with him watching the two of you, but you get over it. Sweet. Gonna dinner with Vera. Oh my gosh, second to last one. I hope she doesn't say no. Okay. Charm. Where do I get charm from again? I don't need money. Dodgeball. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness. This game is so wrong in so many ways that you'll be lucky if you could do anything with that. And +2 charm. Your mind's barely on what you're doing, though. All you're really concerned about is your situation with Vera. Throughout her latest gang war, you've been her closest and most trusted advisor. Maybe too close. You're worried Vera's become so dependent on your advice, she's blind to your true romantic intentions. If only you had the courage to tell her how you really feel. After all, you don't want to end up in the advisor zone. That's certainly true. You're so lost in thoughts of unrequited love, you hardly notice Vera sneaking up on you. Maybe that's also because of the invisibility cloak you helped her pick out. There you are. I was just going to pick you up. We've got a date tonight. A date? Then perhaps your affections aren't requited. With the heads of Monster City's major crime factions to celebrate the end of the latest gang war. You're such a good and loyal advisor, I couldn't imagine going without you. Right, of course. Trying to hide your disappointment, you accompany Vera to the peace conference, but soon you can have horse racing. But if you think I'm giving up murder's monopoly, you've got your head so far up your ass it's popped back out of your shirt collar. You're talking to me? Oh wait, Larry the actual crocodile snaps his fangs. Gunbozo Gianetti of the deranged clown assembly honks in disapproval. Timmy the knife baby chews his rattle menacingly. Alright, you scumbag, settle down. But it's too late. Larry the Croc unveils a wicked machine gun. Gunbozo makes a rocket launcher out of toasted balloons, and Timmy the knife baby produces a lot of knives. Hey, advisor, a little help here. If you don't save Vera now, you'll never have a chance to confess your feelings. So take a deep breath and... confess your feelings. Oh, shit. With no thought of the danger you're in, you turn to Vera and bare your soul. You confess that you've been advising her this whole time, not out of love of crime, but out of love for her. I don't know what to say. Partly because there are a lot of guns pointed at me right now, and you're supposed to be helping me with that? You explain that you understand this isn't exactly the best time, but you really need to know if she feels the same way. Vera takes cover behind an upturned table to avoid Larry the Clock's machine gun fire. Listen, you feel sort of manipulative of me to bring this up in what is literally a life or death situation. I fucked up! The squeaky clown grenade bounces into Vera's lap. She picks it up and flings it back, where it explodes in a flash of pretty colours and fart noises. Like, are you only going to help me get out of here if I reciprocate your feelings? That's literally emotional blackmail. That's not what I meant. You ask her if that means she's not into you. What? I don't even know right now. I'm being shot at. You're also being shot at. Fucking be cool. But you can't be cool. Vera doesn't love you. You don't want to live. You step out from cover, only to realize that was really stupid and you actually do want to live. You manage to take only a few bullets and lives on your way to cover. Thankfully, Vera is able to use your distraction to escape. Less thankfully, your behaviour was supremely uncool and she will remember. You lose -2 boldness and -1 chance. I'm fucked, that was the last one. She's not gonna say yes. Yes. You finally pluck up your courage and ask blah blah blah. You asked me to go to prom with you? Have you seen yourself in the mirror? Your face is a crime against humanity. You're not one of the crimes against humanity I enjoy perpetrating. The shame of your constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow. Sounds like my teen years. Waifu life forever, I'm fucked. Sarah, most likely to be tasty if eaten by other people. You're all the worst. No, this is not me being funny, you suck. I can believe that. Well, thank you everybody for joining me for Monster Prom, where I epic failed at dating Vera. That was fun. Thank you for joining me, I'll see you next time. There's an epilogue. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Except for the fact that I'm married to my pillow. Vera founded and became captain of the Fear Leaders. They ruined the lives of many people. I founded that. Scott became an athlete. Not so long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy. Because all countries have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. This is sweet. Oh my gosh, it's Slenderman. Ah, I guess it makes sense. Hey, Jesse Cox! I feel like the game should have been longer, but other than that, it was really good. I really enjoyed this. Oh, it's supposed to be longer because you're meant to be playing with other people. Oh my gosh, cry! Dodger! Wow, and Jesse again. That's nice. Nice. Oh, I like that picture. Yeah, I think next time, if I do play this again, possibly with other people, I'm gonna try for Scott. He seems like a sweetheart. No, that really is goodbye. Cheers.